Put yourself out there. All right. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. I'm Addy. This is Liminal Musings. This is a series where we talk about life and stuff. I want everyone in the world to just erase the idea of cringe from their mind, from their vocabulary, just all of it. Because it feels like each generation we get more and more obsessed with quote-unquote cringe and being embarrassed of being yourself and embracing the things you care about. And it is tragic to watch. If you are doing something that you're passionate about, that you're excited about, that you care about or are good at or are trying really hard to accomplish something with, there is no one in the world who can take that away from you. There is no one in the world whose feelings, whether they're uncomfortable with it, whether they're making fun of you, whatever, can stop you. If someone is uncomfortable with you trying to chase your dreams, it's because they're not chasing theirs and they feel envious, or they're just uncomfortable, or it conflicts with their worldview that everyone should shut up and just focus on what's in front of them. There's a million things that could go into it, and I'm trying not to generalize too much about what that reason might be for any given individual, but it should never stop you or hinder you from being you. The things you're doing, the things you care about should all be for yourself, not for someone else's approval. And that's really hard. I understand that. But that is ultimately how it should go. And I think back. I am thinking back. I'm continuing my saga of recovering old videos. I've managed to get some from 2010, as early as 2010. I think anything older than that is on hard drives I'm pretty sure I don't even have anymore. So unfortunately, completely impossible to recover like my original channel work, unless I find a hard drive somewhere. But 2010 is pretty young still. I found some very interesting clips. A couple of them are like my early vlogs where I'm just like, hi guys, I'm vlogging, something, here's my face, I'm really awkward, hello. And like those are objectively, if we're using the word, kind of cringy videos. Like I look back at them and a little part of me cringes. But I know I also went through phases at different points where I did get kind of made fun of for making YouTube videos or whatever, and it led me to deleting my very first channel that I wish I could recover. And that feeling of shame should not have led me to do that, because that feeling of shame was really just other people not understanding this new world I was stepping into, because YouTube wasn't a big thing yet. I was putting myself out there. I was trying and I was failing. And that is okay, because the only way I was ever going to figure it out, the only way I was able to make it happen to get to where I am today, is by trying that and failing. And anyone who wanted that, who instead chose to just make fun of someone like me who was doing a crappy job at it early on, weren't making steps towards achieving that goal. Found some other funny clips. Like I'm guessing at some point I either didn't have the microphone I thought I did just yet, or it was broken or something. I would use my flip video camera and just hold it near my face to talk while I recorded Let's Plays and stuff. So I just have these videos of my chin and up my nose as I'm commentating this Mercenaries Let's Play in a Call of Duty live session. It's really funny. And it's like, these are things that some people are mortified for other people to see. And some people just absolutely delete all of their underperforming or older videos because they're embarrassed that they weren't good at some point. Why? Why would you be embarrassed that you were not great at one point? You worked hard to get to this point. Any awkwardness or noobishness early on is you making steps towards being great later. Anyone working hard to do something, especially something as daunting and as uncertain as an artistic creative field where you're like pursuing basically self-employment or whatever, it's easy to fall in whatever typical role you were supposed to do and do some sort of traditional 9-to-5 job and have job security and good insurance and a 401k. It's easy to live that life. Like, an individual job or whatever hardships may show up in life exist. But the path itself and adhering to those norms is an easy life to live. It is very difficult on so many levels to take these risks and to put yourself out there and to be vulnerable and to make mistakes and fail publicly. in order to build up that path towards finding success and to doing it right. You should never feel shame for that. You should never let anyone make you feel shame for that. And anyone wanting to make fun of you is just jealous or unable to comprehend why someone would take that risk. Like, honestly, that may be it. Like, they can't understand why you would take that risk and fail when you could just do this other thing that is much more private and not a concern. And it's because they're not going to achieve something like that. They are never going to make those steps or achieve that kind of life that you're wanting because they're not willing to go through that. And you are. Put yourself out there. Do the thing. Don't be afraid of what other people say. Sure, there are lessons you can pick up from people who leave critical comments or nasty replies or something over time, but ultimately, your path is yours and you get to decide how you do it, how you go about it, what that looks like. And someone else making fun of you can never, ever take that away from you. Keep that in mind. Put yourself out there. Keep trying. It is always worth it. And remember to be kind. Rewind. This is, again, gameplay from 2016. What a throwback.